ZIMSEC, Zimbabwe Schools Examination Council, Ordinary Level Mathematics, June 1999, Paper 1, Question 3. We are now at Question 3. We have worked through Question 1 and Question 2, and if you require to watch those videos, they are available on our YouTube channel, Tutoring by Wanyemba. So let us now take on Question 3. And before we go any further, I want to already preempt that the topic we are concerned with is algebra, and we are going to look particularly at substitution as a subtopic. Okay, let us take it on. But allow me first to clear my workstation so that we can take on our question. Our question reads, given that A is equals to -4, M is equals to -3, and N is equals to 5, find the value of A, B, C. So before we answer our question, there is an important skill which I want to tell you, and it's very necessary when you're answering questions, and I just call it data collection. So data collection, what is it? Data collection is collecting important information from a question. When you read number 3, you quickly notice that we are given the value of L, M, and N. So these values, you should collect them, and they are going to form part of your answer. So I'm going to demonstrate in a way what I term or what I mean by data collection. But it's very important, especially if the word question becomes large to say, and there are many values and many variables used within it. It's very important when you read the question, you collect what is important and you reserve it somewhere. So this was just a side note. Works well when you're taking your examinations because you'll be under immense pressure, and it's very easy to make arithmetic or errors like errors of omission, and so forth. So let us collect our data. We are informed that L is -4, and also that M is equals to -3, N is equals to 5. The reason why I wrote L, M, and N in a different color is to show the importance of collecting such data. But let us get back to our color, which is white, and take on A. A is saying L, M, N. So we should understand what L, M, N is or what it means. This means L times M times N, right? Then we go to our collected data. We take note that L is -4. So instead of writing L, we are going to substitute or replace L with -4. But take note, you should always use brackets. So it's -4. Instead of saying times, we can just put brackets. This empty space already tells that we are going to multiply. And what is M? M is -3. And then what is N? N is 5. And you are going to see the importance of putting brackets. Equally, without having made any error, you could have just written it like this: -4 times minus 3 times 5. But I see the use of brackets to be more efficient, and I think 3b is going to demonstrate the reason why I think we should always put our substituted values in brackets. So let us take on the multiplication. Minus 4 times minus 3. These are negatives multiplying, and because of that, they are going to cancel out. So minus 4 times minus 3, it's merely 12. So we are now having 12 times 5, which is, what is 12 times 5? If you are like me, I'm so much afraid of arithmetic errors, so I would go somewhere and calculate it down. Remembering, of course, that paper 1, there's no use of calculator. 5 times 2, that's 10. 1. 5 times 1, it's 5 plus 1, it's 6. So our final answer here is 16. But what are our main takeaways, or the areas in which the examiner wanted to confuse us? So we already know our answer is 60, and I'm hopeful that you followed me through until we eventually got to 60. But here I just want to clarify certain things. Firstly, we should know that if it's just letters are just written LMN, it means they are multiplying, right? Implying that these empty spaces here and here, these spaces, they are showcasing multiplication. When we know that when we are substituting, we are replacing L with its value, M again, and N. Be sure to put brackets, even though it's not a law, it's advice. Then when you're multiplying negatives, you should know that negatives multiplied to give a positive, and then eventually we'll get to 60. The reason why we should enclose in parentheses, in brackets, our substituted values is going to be clearly shown in 3b. So let us quickly rush to 3b. So maybe let us know firstly is 3L minus M. 3b. So 3b, it's 3L minus M, right? Okay. We also need to remember what our values are. So now we are going to substitute 3. What is L? Minus 4. Then minus, what is M? Minus 3. I need you to take note before we go any further and understand the importance of putting brackets. It is this phenomena. Many people fall there. They fail to navigate the negative signs. Why? Because they did not specify that minus 3 is actually a value representing M. So the common error there is writing it like this: 3 times minus 4 minus 3. Or some might just say 3 minus 4 minus 3. But it's minus. Minus why? This minus, the first minus is connected to this. And now the second minus is the value of M, which is minus 3. So if you are just used to showing the values which are being substituted by putting them in brackets, you are so much going to escape such arithmetic errors, which are very common. So let us now solve eventually. We are going to say, what is 3 times minus 4? This is now minus curve because a negative is multiplying a positive. Then what is minus minus 3? Minus minus 3, when negative signs interact directly, they become positive. So here we're going to have plus 3. And what is minus 12 plus 3? Minus 12 plus 3, that will be minus 9. Okay, I hope you really understood 3b because it's a little bit tricky, especially with negative numbers. You should take this home, that negative numbers, because of how uncommon they are. Remember, if you are under the Zimbabwean structure of learning, which is also so much similar to the Cambridge structure of learning, you know that from during primary schooling, that is ECD to grade 7, whenever a smaller number tries to subtract a larger or bigger number, we always say it can't because we are not yet introduced to directed numbers. But the moment we get to Form 1 or grade 8 in other education systems, we are introduced to directed numbers, to negative numbers. Instead of having said 2 minus 3 is 2 minus 3, it can't, we now say 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 1. So because of that, we begin to learn about negative numbers at Form 1, which is roughly 10 years after one would have initially begun on his or her education. So negative numbers, they are unfamiliar, they are tricky, they are used to spoil people's grades by allowing students to make errors of commission, errors of omission. So be very careful whenever you see a negative sign in any mathematical question. It's so much very probable and possible that they're out to get you. So that was the trick of 3B. Let us now take our bidding to 3C. So 3C is 2n squared. We know what our n is. N is close to 5, so this will be 2. We substitute n with 5 squared. The rule of thumb, we always begin by solving things which are in the bracket. So what is 5 squared? 5 times 5, that will be 25, and 25 times 2, that will be 50. So algebra substitution. I hope you have learned something, and thank you for watching.